I've been coming to this centre for quite a number of years. I lived in Prague a very long time ago. It was an excellent place to be living. It was a very liberal country. So when Hitler started his persecution against the Jews, it really came as a big surprise to us. And it really started to affect my family in the spring of 1939, when I was nearly 11 years old, because at that stage Hitler invaded what was then Czechoslovakia, and we already knew the kind of persecution that was going on against Jews, because a lot of refugees had come from both Germany and Austria to live in Prague, and we'd met with them. Some of them stayed in our flat in Prague, and so we learnt about how dangerous it had become to be a Jewish person under the Nazis. So what happened was that there were some organisations already in existence which brought out Jewish children, and also some Romani children, because the Nazis also hated the gypsies, the Romanis. And it was called a Kindertransport, which is the German word for transporting children. And so I became one of those children after my 11th birthday in June 1939. And that was when things really, really changed for me. And of course, the war, the Second World War, started in September, and it became impossible for our parents to leave, which is what they had hoped to do. And I understand now that the transport that I was on was the biggest at the end of June, and I think there were about 230 children on this train. And we had to say goodbye to our parents at the railway station, but it was a safe journey, and we arrived in Holland, where we were happy to arrive. And we all remember that the Dutch people from the Red Cross came on board the train and brought us chocolate, hot chocolate and cake to eat.
I was brought up as a Muslim. I was just brought up in a war-torn country. Since I was born, all I had to see was bombs, fights, war, dead people, everything. I was just tired of the whole situation. I have an elder brother, and myself, and my dad and my mom. We were only 4 of us in a family. So my mom was the breadwinner in the family. We lived in the city. It was a good life. I just miss my mom. That's all I can remember. Yeah, it's really hard. It's tough to come all this far and to have no one around, no one to talk to. And as a female, I think it's always good to be close to your mom. When I came over, everything was so different. Life, everyone, people's perception towards you. It was really a tough decision. Just to leave your family. One day you wake up and you decide you have to leave now. I just made the decision that I have to leave them now. I have to look for a life. My mom was really upset, but she had to accept. She couldn't believe when I told her I'll be leaving, but she just said, let's wait, we're going together, we will move out together. I couldn't wait for them, and I just decided I should go. But I couldn't think that I'll ever get in touch and hear her voice, because when I was leaving, the country was just in a very big mess. Because that time Ethiopia invaded Somalia, and anyone who had the opportunity should leave the country, but my mom couldn't leave because of my dad. He was really sick.